In 5 section 21 we're going to look at some 3D coordinates. Okay, now with 3D coordinates we've got an x coordinate, a y coordinate and a z coordinate. So the x coordinate comes first in the bracket, then the y coordinate and then the z coordinate. A good way of thinking about 3D coordinates is the x coordinate is the movement along the way, the y coordinate is the movement in and out the page, your kind of sense of depth, and the z coordinate's up and down. Okay, so we're going to identify the 3D coordinates of each corner here of this cuboid. Now let's take the origin as being 0, 0, 0. So remember, the first coordinate is movement along the way, the second coordinate is movement in and out the way, and the third coordinate is movement up and down. So x along, y in and out, z up and down. Let's take O as being the origin, 0, 0, 0. Well, let's then look at G. To get from the origin to G, we move along 8, so the x coordinate is 8. We don't move into the page at all, it's at the front of the page, so the y coordinate is 0. We don't need to move up, therefore the z coordinate is 0, and it's 8, 0, 0. So G is 8, 0, 0. If I then think about D, starting at the origin, I need to move along to the end to get to D, because it's as far along as G, so its x coordinate is definitely 8. I need to move into the back of the page, so that's in 4, so its y coordinate is 4. I don't need to travel up at all to get to D, so its z coordinate is 0, and D would be 8, 4, 0. Now let's look at E. So to travel from 0, 0, 0, the origin, to get E, well it's as far along as G and D, so we need to move along to 8. We need to move into the page to the back, that's 4, and up to 5. So that is 8, 4, 5. Okay, next one, let's look at A. So for A, I don't need to move along to get to A. I don't need to move into the page to get to A, but I do need to move up. So it's 0 along, 0 in, but 5 up. So A is 0, 0, 5. Okay, next one, let's look at B. Starting at the origin, I don't need to move along to get to B, but I do need to move to the back of the page, which is 4 in and 5 up. So B is going to be 0, 4, 5. Okay, so now I'm concentrating on F. So I do need to move along to get to F, along 8. I don't need to move into the page, it's at the front of the page, so 8, 0, but I do need to move up, 8, 0, 5, and that's F. Okay, finally I'm going to look at C. I don't need to move along to get to C, I do need to move to the back of the page, so that's 4, so that's 0, 4, I don't need to travel up, 0, 4, 0. Okay, let's say I had a cube and I wanted to identify the point in blue here, and let's say the point in blue lies right on the centre of this top face. Okay, so if it's a cube, all sides are 4. So if I start here, let's say that's the origin, we'll need to move along to there. I would need to move into the centre of the cube and then up to the top. So that's along to 2, into 2, and up to 4. Okay, so let's say we had a square base pyramid, and I'm looking for the point P just up at the apex here. If it's a square base pyramid, first of all, if the length along the way is 4, then that will be 4 as well. So if it's a square base pyramid, there's a bit of symmetry going on here. That's going to be right in the centre along and right in the centre in. So starting at the origin, I would need to move halfway along to 2. I'd need to move into the centre of the pyramid, so it's into 2. It's got a height of 8, 2, 2, 8.